right, Nathan Burnett,
Alright,
episode
perfect.
36. We have not recorded in a while. I literally did not upload a single podcast episode the entire month of November, but it's okay because
Sheesh.
I, I did good though. I did good in October because in October, I successfully uploaded a podcast episode every month. So I mean every week of
Wow.
October. So
What a
we
guy.
we were consistent in October, but then in November we
Better than
fell
me.
off. In
Better
November.
than me.
So for those that don't know, this is a recurring guest. We got Jxremmy here. He makes fun of me because I call him Jxremmy all the time. Instead of
All the
just
time.
he's like, bro.
All the time.
He's like, bro, just call me Jeremy. And I'm like, whenever I met
Yeah.
you as Jxremmy. So it's in my head. It's like programmed as Jxremmy. So
It's one thing to say it through a text message. It's another thing to literally say it. It's like, bro, why?
Yeah, bro. You were making fun of me like, oh yeah, we're gonna meet up one day and you're gonna call me Jxremmy and I'm gonna have to call
Yeah,
you Nathan
literally,
Burnett.
bro. Literally. Oh, Nathan Burnett, come here, bro.
All right, so how you been, man? I mean, like I said, we
Man,
haven't recorded in a while. I haven't talked to you in a minute. Well, I talked to you like over text, but like we haven't like sat down
yeah,
and talked NBA in a while. So
yeah. I mean, I've been pretty good, just chilling, just working for the most part. Changed jobs, I'm changing all these different things. College, I go to UCF. Like, I got a UCF shirt right here.
yeah,
Look at that.
boy.
I go to UCF, so we just finished the semester, just wrapped it up. Thank God, I'm glad it's over. And now we're just gonna enjoy the holidays. But
Yeah,
overall, dude, I've been working a lot. I barely uploaded on anything.
yeah. That's why I
But
like. Yeah, that's why I hadn't uploaded like in November because I was like, bro, finals are coming up. Like y'all got
yeah,
out way later than me, dude. Like you just got out. I've been
we got
out for
out.
like 2 weeks already.
Yeah,
I got out
yeah.
like I think my
So.
last day was like December 5th. So yeah, like literally 2 weeks from today or something.
I don't even remember, man. My last class ended like last week, maybe. I don't know. I took mostly online classes, so it felt like I was off anyways. I can't lie, but it was still pretty cool. It was. I'm just glad it's done.
I feel you, man. So you got any like Christmas plans coming up since we're
I do.
recording in
I
December?
do. I got a lot. So Christmas, I'm gonna spend it here in Orlando, Florida. That's where I'm located. Greatest place on earth. It's really not, but uh, so I'll just be here for Christmas, and then the following day, on December 26th, I'm taking a flight to Puerto Rico with my family, and
Nice.
then we're gonna be in Puerto Rico for till like the 31st. So either New Year's Eve or New Year's Day. I don't remember specifically. We're gonna fly back to Orlando and then spend it here. Originally, we were gonna spend it over there, but it's like I have a job on January 1st that I gotta be there for, so sucks. But I ended up whatever. I'm still gonna have a great time.
Yeah, I'm like literally
What about you, man?
I'm barely doing anything for Christmas. Like I'm not gonna lie.
For
Like
real?
I literally I'm working every day until I'm
Dang.
working every day until Christmas. I'm off
Yeah.
Christmas and then as soon as Christmas is done, I'm working again. So I'm
Jeez.
driving home to spend Christmas
Yeah.
and then driving back. And that's about it. But
Dang,
I
bro.
still haven't gotten Christmas presents either. But
Yeah.
I got like all of my stuff planned. I literally just need to go out and get it, and I get paid in
Yeah.
2 days. So that's like what I'm waiting for. Is like
Okay, I got you. I
paycheck's
got you.
gonna hit, and then I'm gonna go and get the Christmas present.
Hell yeah, bro. I feel you.
Yeah,
That's all it is.
I've been working like crazy though, cause like
Bro, I
that's
noticed.
that's why
I noticed.
I haven't uploaded, cause like again finals and like work, and because the viewers will be excited about this.
Hmm.
If you follow me on my personal Instagram, y'all saw on my story, I ordered some PC parts finally. So
Oh yeah, I did see that.
we should finally get the PC built hopefully by January. And what that means for you guys is I'm gonna be streaming more games on Twitch, hopefully, and it'll also just
Ooh,
be better quality for the podcast and everything. Cause like
nice.
for those that have watched for a while, like I know like some people like it's their first episode every episode or something, but for those that have been here for a while, I've mentioned multiple times that like this is the most scuffed like podcast setup, even though I love doing this, because all I have is a microphone plugged into a laptop and we're on Discord. So it's
Yes,
like
sir. I'm doing the same thing.
yeah.
Same thing.
So once I get like an actual PC, I'll be able to have like more ports, more control over the production, like making sure everything is running properly, more like volume control, because I might get like a full like um what's it called? Like dock with like
Ooh, okay.
the mic inputs and like shit like that. Um
Yeah.
but yeah, man, I'm excited. Like I don't have much planned for Christmas other than like building that PC, man. It's gonna be hype.
Yeah, I feel you.
But
I feel you.
like you said, you're going to UCF, man. You're doing camera work over there, so you get
Yes,
to watch the
sir.
basketball games like up close and
Yes,
personal,
sir.
man. So how you
Yes, I
enjoying
do.
that?
Bro, it's insane. I'm basically courtside or mid bowl every game.
Nice.
So I cover soccer or football, football, soccer. I cover baseball, softball, basketball, women's and men's. And what was the last? And volleyball.
Nice.
Football, I'll do it next year. So basically, I'm gonna try to find a picture of me courtside.
I got
So
called out at work for that. So
for what?
I was talking about the World Cup and I was calling it football, and
Yeah.
one of my coworkers was like, "It's soccer. We're in America." I was like, "It's not soccer unless we fucking win."
Facts, bro.
Like
Facts.
until we win, it's
Get some
football.
understanding. That's literally what it's like, bro. But no, so
Clean
I'm
my camera a
working.
little bit.
I got a picture around here somewhere, right here. You can barely see it, but as you can see,
Oh yeah, I
somehow,
saw that
some
on your
way.
story.
Yeah, I be posting on my story about it. Look, here's a picture of me courtside, right there.
So you're like
Oh,
right. So you're on the side of the court. You're not like behind one of the
yeah,
goals or
yeah, yeah,
anything
yeah.
like that.
So basically, where I stand is my main is I'm a handheld
Yeah.
broadcast camera. So I do broadcast. Not I do photography for myself, but like
Mhm.
at UCF, my main career is broadcasting. So mind you, I got a camera like about
Yeah. I've seen the
this big.
cameras.
Yeah, on my shoulder, and then I just follow game action. Just follow game action.
Would
And it's actually been pretty good this year because UCF men's basketball is actually a good team.
yeah.
So thankfully,
Would you rather be on the side of the court like that, or like I said, like behind one of the goals or something? What would you say is better?
you mean like would I rather be at half court
Yeah,
or baseline?
like would you rather be like near the bench, like on like either half court or just like near the bench on court side, or would you rather be behind one of the baskets, like shooting like up the court?
So my favorite spot is the one I mostly do is I'm underneath the rim.
Yeah.
So like you remember watching LeBron fall into camera guys? That's basically what I am.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Not
saying.
LeBron, but the camera guys.
Yeah, so
So
you prefer that spot like near the basket.
yeah,
Okay,
and that's
cool.
because for the other position at half court, you're basically like mid bowl, so you're not on the court. I like to be on the court and watch it like up
Yeah.
close. So it's really cool, bro. I can't even lie.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. What do you think about the you just said like it's like fun because UCF has a good team. Like what do you think of their team this
Yeah, we
year and
do.
everything?
Dude, we just lost on a buzzer beater against
Yeah.
Missouri. Uh, Dude literally lost the ball out of his hand. Some guy just picked it up, almost half court, just throws it up, wins on a game-winning three. It sucks, but I think right now we're like 7-3. The team is actually playing very well. We have this. We got a freshman. His name is Taylor Hendricks.
Mm,
Dude is a beast, bro. We're talking about power forward. He's like 6'10". Taylor Hendricks. Bro. He averages like 15 points maybe.
yeah.
I could be wrong. I don't know their exact stats, but he's basically the star of the team, and he's only a freshman. He's won a American Athletic Conference Freshman of the Week like at least I don't, dude. He's won it like 80% of the times. Dude is a solid rookie. So I
Nice.
mean, hey, the more we play, the better we'll get, and then the more you'll hear his name. I mean, he has the physical body to eventually be an NBA type of player, second round pick maybe. But the dude is good. I mean, and then UCF versus Miami, right? That was a pretty hyped up game. We had ESPN come in, bro.
Yeah.
They're good. We're a good team. We're a good team. We went up against Kevin Wong. Isaiah Wong. His name is Isaiah Wong. He's projected to be a second round pick. That dude is, bro. That dude is a monster. So I'm basically seeing these random dudes up close and personal. And
Yeah.
next year, we move on to the Big 12, and our conference is gonna have the Texas Longhorns, the Kansas Jayhawks, uh, TCU. Bro, we're gonna be having like NBA
Yeah.
lottery picks just walking onto our courts, bro. It's gonna be insane.
Yeah, that'll be
This year we
fun,
we have
dude.
Houston though, dude. That's gonna be incredible.
I really
I'm
wanna, I really wanna like see like more college games, cause like with
it,
college, it's like it's a lot less. It's like smaller stadiums, even though they're still really big games. So
yep,
it's a lot easier to get closer. You can get like more personal with these players, and like again, it's like
yeah,
next year they could be playing for like the Pelicans or something. You
yeah,
know,
bro. And it's
like
much cheaper too.
it's crazy though, cause like some guys like I'll see in college and I'll be like, ah, he's gonna be really good, and then I look him up
Yeah,
like 1 or 2 years later, and I'm like, I wonder what happened to that guy, and then they're like a third string or something. I watched
yeah. He's playing in China.
I watched Virginia, the Virginia Tech championship like a couple years ago, and
Okay.
I still give my mom crap for that because her and my dad went to Tech, but I had money on
Yeah.
Virginia, so like
Okay.
we were 3 feet away from each other, and I'm cheering for Virginia, and she was ready to punch me. Um, but I was like, freaking Kyle Guy, man. Kyle Guy
Yeah,
was
bro.
on
That's when
that
he was a
team. He was
beast.
a
That's
beast.
when he was a monster.
And I looked him up like a couple months ago because I was like, I wonder if he got drafted to like a pretty good team.
Yeah.
Like, and I don't even remember what team he plays for. And I think he was like
I don't
a
either.
third string or something. Like he's getting like 0 minutes. There,
I
I'll
think he's either
re-look it
G
up.
League or out the league right now.
I think yeah, he probably got like what's it called? Downgraded to G League.
That would
Um,
be last time I ever heard about him. He was on the Cavs as their G Leaguer on their summer league roster or the Warriors, one of the two.
I'll look it up
So
right now. They
let me
uh
know. Let me know,
the number one. So we're not the only ones to have this fucking thought. The number one search when you look
bro.
up Kyle Guy is what is Kyle Guy doing now? Damn, bro, that
Bro, it's
fucking
because
sucked.
nobody knows. Nobody knows
I'm gonna butcher this fucking name, but
who.
the team he plays for. It says
Uh
will spend the 2022 to 23 season competing in the Euro Cup on the Juventus Badalona.
oh, Juventus.
Uh,
JUV.
Joventus
Oh no, I don't know.
Badalona. So
You
it
know
says
what?
current team club
Yeah,
Juventus Badalona. Yeah, that's how I'm gonna say it.
I don't know, bro.
It's probably Spanish, and I said it with a J, and everybody's gonna hate me. But you know, it is what it is. So I'm trying to learn Spanish
We,
too. I talked to you about that, and you were making fun of me.
I got you, my boy. I got you, my boy.
You were like, bro, you're using proper Spanish.
Facts, bro. Using that Spain Spanish, bro. Get that out of here.
I'm learning through like apps and stuff like that, man. So you can't
Yeah, that's
blame
why
me. They
they're.
aren't gonna teach
Yeah,
me the
yeah.
slang. Like,
They're gonna teach you Spain Spanish, the proper
I
Spanish.
know it sucks, but it is what it is.
Hey, at least you're learning something. I'll
Yeah,
understand you either way.
yeah. Um, but speaking of like college and stuff like that, I know we're several months away, but you've been keeping up with like other teams other than UCF. Like, who do you think has a really good shot at like March Madness and like some other stuff coming up?
Right now, the team I really, really look out for, just because they're in our conference, is University of Houston, the
Mm-hmm.
Cougars. Right? That's their name, UH.
Yeah, U of H.
Bro, UH. So every time they release like the college rankings, they're always top 5 in basketball. Either UH or Purdue.
Mm-hmm.
Gonzaga, they come in and out of the top 10. But UH is the team I'm mostly looking forward to just because I'm going to see them live and in person.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the team I've mostly been like. I don't know their specific player names. I know they got this one guy. I don't remember too, cause bro, college there's so many guys. It's almost impossible to remember everybody. But the Cougars is the main team that I'm looking out for. It's a team I can't wait to watch in person. Kansas Jayhawks. I'm always looking out for the Jayhawks, just because they're gonna be in my conference next year. They always have some type of. They literally just won it last year,
Yeah.
so
I
I'm always keeping up with them.
I I'm not gonna lie, dude. Like I know I was just talking about them. I'm really
Yeah.
excited to like see Virginia. Like Virginia is undefeated right now.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Mississippi State's doing really good. UNC's also doing pretty good, even though they had like a really close game the other day.
Yeah, yeah, I do see them playing every now and then. I know they said Baycott's having a bad season this year or a down season. I could be talking out my ass completely right now, but
I haven't been keeping much up with the games themselves, like
yeah, I got
watching
you.
them, but I've been keeping up with like the standings, and it seems like
Okay,
Virginia, and I think it was Mississippi State are like two of like the really good ones right now. Like, let me
okay.
check. I know Bleacher Report made a post a couple days ago or like a week ago at this point
Mhm.
of like the teams that were still undefeated. So again, like these
Okay.
these teams could be non-undefeated now because it's been like a couple
Let me
days,
look up some.
but it was Virginia, UConn,
Yeah,
Purdue, Mississippi
Purdue
State.
is a really good one.
Oh, some of these logos I don't recognize. Um, U State. I guess that's Utah
U State.
State. Utah. That's the
I
only
don't know.
U State I can think of. Um, But yeah, Virginia, Yukon, Purdue, Mississippi, and then there was three others that were undefeated as of a couple days ago. So
Okay.
I'm keeping up with Virginia, like those three, like Virginia, Yukon, and Mississippi State.
Yeah.
So, and I know you said y'all have been playing Purdue, and you said to keep your eye on Purdue. I know U of H is
No,
doing really
Houston.
good.
Houston.
Yeah, I was about
Yeah.
to say I know U of
Keep your
H.
eye on Houston.
I know U of H is doing really good, but like I got a bias towards them, so I can't
No, I
talk.
feel you.
I
I
can't.
feel you.
I can't talk good about U of H. I'm sorry. Like some
You
of
hate
you,
everything Houston. I know. I know.
yeah. Like,
That's like
well,
me. I hate everything Miami.
it's not just because of like the Spurs thing either. Like,
Yeah.
again that like have watched for a while that are like old school fans know that like I started this podcast in Houston. I
Oh.
went to college in a town near Houston for 2 semesters, and I hated it.
Okay.
And I always talk shit about like how bad those 2 semesters were. So I can't root for U of H. I can't root for like any of those teams that are sort of in the vicinity of like U of H because I was like, God, that fucking town sucked. Like,
Jeez. It's
yeah.
okay. Your college lost a bowl game.
I knew you, bro. I was like, I
What
I
was it? You guys lost?
I wore my
You
fucking
guys.
UTSA shirt today. I don't have my camera on Discord, but I
You
I
guys lost.
I was I forgot that I didn't have my camera on Discord because I was like, he's gonna see I'm wearing a fucking orange shirt. He's gonna fucking mention it. He's gonna mention it. Like,
You guys lost to Troy, bro. That's crazy.
it's okay because I don't watch football. It's okay. I'll cope. I don't
Yeah,
watch.
that
I
is
don't.
true.
I
That's
don't watch
true.
football. So and I
That's
was
true.
I was gonna bring up basketball because we were talking about college. Like I know like
No, for sure.
UTSA isn't gonna have like any NBA like players because we just
Nah,
aren't in like a conference big enough or anything. But
nah.
we were doing really good to start the season because like obviously I go there, so like I go to the like I live 5 minutes. I
Yeah,
live 5 minutes away from campus. Like I can
might
literally
as
walk.
well.
Yeah, like and we get in for free. So like I can literally walk from here to the stadium and just like go see
Student
the
section.
game. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we were doing really good to start the season, and then we sort of like fell off. Like we're 6-5 right now, so we were doing really good,
Jeez.
and then we just
Oh,
started losing everything.
I got a phone call. All right, we're good.
I made
My
a
bad.
no, you're good. I made a joke on the first game that was actually like an exhibition, so I know like people are
Yeah.
like, oh well, that doesn't matter because it was an exhibition, you know. But we played Shriner University, and I
Okay.
was making jokes about how it was Luka versus the Suns, bro, because we fucking balled out against them.
Bro. Jeez.
I took a picture of the scoreboard when we left because we almost scored 100 on them. It was like
Wow.
it was 98 to like 54 or some shit.
That's
I was
insane.
like, this is literally Luka versus the Suns shit right now.
That's insane, bro.
Cause like I think one of our players in a fucking college game had like 22 points or something.
See, yo, 20, bro.
I was like, this is fucking Luka versus the Sun, like straight
Dead
up.
ass.
But yeah, that was really fun, man. But now that we got like college out of the way, man, I really think Virginia's gonna win March Madness. But I mean, we're still 4 months
Hey,
away, so
we'll
we'll
see.
see. Yeah.
I'm cheering for Houston. I'm sorry, buddy.
We'll see. We'll see. But yeah, we talked about UCF and everything. We'll keep the train going with stuff with like your side of the world. What's been going on with the Magic lately? I know they're on like you've been posting they're on a winning streak. You've been hyping up Banchero, you know. I haven't been watching many of the Magic games to be honest, but you've been hyped.
That's a big mistake. That's a big mistake, my friend. Look, 6-game win streak. Oh, you're probably 6-game win streak. Oh, you probably played against the Pistons. No. We played the Clippers, beat them in overtime, right?
Were Kawhi
Then
and John Wall playing though?
Yes.
Okay.
Kawhi
I just had to make
and
sure.
Paul George played. Kawhi Leonard missed the game-winning shot. He airballed.
That doesn't sound like Kawhi. I mean, he hit that
Oh,
Toronto
that's Kawhi, my boy.
He hit that Toronto
that's
shot.
Kawhi. No, it was the exact same play, too. It was the same play.
Really?
He catches it, running off the elbow, cuts in, and then tries to shoot a mid-range or a three from the corner. Yes, same exact play. Horrible execution. It looked terrible. So we beat the Clippers. We beat the Raptors back-to-back. That was amazing, beating the
Nice.
Raptors. Oh, that was very nice. We silenced all the Scotty Barnes versus Franz Wagner debates because Franz Wagner absolutely destroyed Scotty the Fraud Barnes.
Damn.
I'm just kidding. I like Scotty Barnes.
I was about to say I like Scotty.
So we beat the Raptors right back to back, and then we're all like, all right, bro, 3-game win streak. This is awesome. Like we're already like, cause we suck. So it's like, if the Spurs go on a 3-game win streak, you're gonna be very happy. Right?
I actually wasn't, dude. I was so like this was like sorry to cut you off like in the middle of your story, but
You're good.
Freaking that was actually something me and my roommates joked about cuz my roommate is from Houston as well, so he's a Rockets fan. And so
Okay.
we're both sort of even though he doesn't watch basketball, he's a football guy.
Okay.
I was talking to him about like the whole tank situation and stuff like that. And like whenever we trash talk each other, it's like the opposite of trash talk. Because because we're both trying to tank. So
your team won. Loser.
yeah, exactly. So like we got into like a joking roommate fight like a couple weeks ago, and he goes, "You know what? I hope the Spurs win every game they played this season." Like,
Dude,
it's reverse trash talk because we both want Wembanyama so bad. So every time the Spurs lose, I'm like, yes, the Spurs lost. And then like
You guys are out here cheering.
yeah, and then like
That was me last year.
yeah, and then my roommate would tease me and be like, "Yo, the Spurs are on a 5-game win streak," and I'm like, "Shut the fuck up! I want us to lose."
You guys have lost like 10 in a row or something.
I
Or you
know
did.
Pop
Right.
Pop finally told them to focus on the future. Like we gotta
To win again.
no, we got a young core, and so I think the young core,
for sure.
like that was something that has been talked about a lot. Is like we got very young players, and so young players are very focused on like the present, and sometimes they don't have the foresight to think several years in advance. And I think Pop finally sat him down.
Tell me about it.
Yeah, I think Pop finally sat him down and was like, "Yo, like, they had a film day, and instead of watching film of like their games, they were like, Pop was like, watch these highlights real quick of this France player. like, like we need him. He is the new Tim Duncan. Like,
look, my boy. Look, I'm glad I don't have to go through that. I don't care about Victor at all. I have Paulo. My life is complete, my friend. Paulo Banchero is amazing.
I'm not gonna lie. And now that I say this...
Oh, no. You were saying Paulo was going to be a fraud. He was going to be garbage.
I know. That's why I said... You didn't let me finish. I said, I'm not going to...
What happened?
I said, I was going to say, I'm not going...
Okay.
What I was going to say is actually exactly that. I was going to say, I'm not going to lie... I was fully expecting you to come on this podcast, since we haven't recorded in a while, and just start off like exploding immediately as I press record and be like, "Yo, what happened to Chet? What happened to Chet?" Like,
nah. I won't do that to him. He's injured. That's not his fault. He's just injured.
Yeah, dude. But I was actually spot on with my Cade Cunningham prediction going into that.
What?
I told people that Cade Cunningham would be a bad pick. And not because of like his stats or anything, but I said he was gonna be a glass cannon, and I was 100% right.
Oh, okay.
Because he had he was playing amazing, and then his first season he got injured, and then everybody was like, he's all right, he got like whatever it was, like 4 weeks or something, like 4 weeks he's back, like it's not a crazy injury. And I was like, all right, wait until the next one. Wait until the next injury. And then he fucking gets injured this season.
Yeah.
And I get the ESPN alert as I'm at work saying, like, Cade Cunningham may need season-ending injury or season-ending surgery.
Bro.
And I was like, I felt bad because I was happy about it, and I was like, I shouldn't be happy that someone's injured, but I was like, God damn, my take was fucking perfect.
Right on point.
Like,
nah, bro, this last year's draft is looking weird, bro. As you like take a step back and look at it, and you really look at these guys' sophomore years, a lot of them are in slumps right now.
Yeah, like
not Franz Wagner though.
Yeah, it's weird, man. Like Jalen Green, like as well. Like he's still Jalen Green's still really good because I have him on my fantasy.
Yes, he is.
But his stats still did drop a little bit, and like like he had like the most points scored by a rookie in a month, and then and he was doing crazy like windmill dunks and like everything like that. But now, whenever I watch him, I'm not like going crazy like I was in his rookie season. Like even though I hate the Rockets, I'm like I would watch Jalen Green. I'd be like, Jalen Green's fucking good. Like I would be impressed. And then now I'm watching Jalen Green. I'm like, he's pretty good. He's pretty good.
Yeah, it's
like you know what I mean. Like it's not the same excitement factor. So
yeah. Now, are we saying these guys are garbage? No.
Yeah.
We're not saying that they're gonna be horrible players. We're just saying that they're having a little bit of a hard time right now. We gotta make sure we emphasize that point right there. We don't say they suck. They're just going through a little bit of a a little bit of a sophomore slump. That's all.
Yeah. Speaking of the opposite of that, though.
What's up?
We were just talking about some people that have done really good that are all of a sudden doing bad. I think you know where I'm going with this, bro.
Where are you going?
A certain team in California.
California. That was doing very good, but is now very bad.
No, the opposite, my friend.
Oh, Sacramento Kings.
The fucking Sacramento Kings.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about the Kings. They hit a half-court buzzer beater on our head. So.
Really? You don't want to talk about the Kings? That's like the most exciting thing.
No, I do.
Okay, I was about to say, that's like the most exciting thing right now.
I'm just salty. De'Aaron Fox had a half-court game winner on us, so a little bit of salt.
I did a video on him, like, I think a week or two ago at this point, and I talked about like why they're winning. And it was just they're sharing the ball more, and I know people say like I know people are gonna be like, "Oh, that's just your bias because you're a Spurs fan," but I
Yeah.
literally like put the clips like side by side. I literally put
Yeah.
the clips side by side, and I was like, they're playing like the old school Spurs. That's why they're winning. They're
A lot of
using
ball movement.
like yeah, they're literally playing like the 2007 and 2014 Spurs. Like,
Yeah.
and so that's why they're doing so well because it's just constant like passing and like because the coach that came in and like again I put this in a video so like I'm gonna say what I have to say and then I'm gonna let you go because I've already got my thoughts
All
out.
right. Got
Um,
you.
the coach came in and was like, I want to do less pick and rolls and I want to share the ball more and I want to create sort of a family atmosphere on this team. And that's exactly what he fucking did. He came in,
Damn.
the pick and roll plays percentage for the Kings dropped. The ball movement percentage increased. And all of the
Okay.
teammates in interviews are talking about how much they share the ball, how much they love each other, and everything like that. And the coach also used to work with Pop, so that's why I said
There
like
it is.
that's why I said like he's bringing the old school like Spurs stuff to Sacramento about like the team is a family, which is like
Yeah.
the Spurs entire identity is like family and everything, um, and then just bringing like some plays over and like all that sort of stuff, and then he also compared De'Aaron Fox to Tim Duncan as well because he said that Tim Duncan was very humble, and Popovich always thanked Tim Duncan for being humble enough to be coached. Because if Tim Duncan didn't,
Okay.
like he was talking about, like Pop always thanked Tim for being coachable, because Tim Duncan could have just like said "f you" to all the coaching, and then it wouldn't have
Easily.
mattered. And then he said it's the same thing with De'Aaron Fox. Like I yell at De'Aaron Fox every single day, but De'Aaron Fox listens and he pays attention.
Yeah.
And De'Aaron
Okay.
Fox could easily do the same thing as like a star player and just say, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna do what I want to do, which is actually like one reason I've talked about so much why the Nets and the Lakers were doing so bad, because they had
Yeah.
these shitty coaches and KD and LeBron were like, we're all
And
stars, we're
people.
veterans, like I'm gonna do what I want, So,
Yeah, for sure.
but what's your take on that, man? What's your take
Bro,
on the
I'm a
Beam Team?
I'll be honest. I'll be honest. I haven't kept up with them, right? So I'm giving more of a casual perspective, right? So the way I see it is, one thing I have always noticed is that the Sacramento Kings are dropping 120, like 115 plus
Yeah,
every other night, right? So
yeah,
their offense is something that's been very noticeable, a very big jump. So one way I keep up with teams is through prize picks. I just throw money at them, and then oh look, this guy's good on offense, or it goes horribly wrong, right? So
I feel you,
one thing
man.
I am always noticing is Domantas Sabonis is a double double machine,
Yeah,
right? First off, we'll start with that. That's something I've obviously noticed. De'Aaron Fox, just like you said, he's easy to coach. The dude is playing well, right? And not only playing well, he's scoring a lot and he's also assisting a lot. He's basically my biggest thing with the Kings is that they're playing fundamentals, right? It's very easy
mm,
to say. But the thing is that the Kings have never been a fundamentally sound team. Like the Kings have never been the type of team where you could just all right, they've always had a problem. Like last year they had Fox and Halliburton trying to work together, two dudes that need the ball. It just didn't work, right? And then this year they actually have more of a direction. They actually have more assigned roles, and they're actually like a better team. Kevin Horter has been amazing next to De'Aaron Fox, right? Obviously, dude isn't dropping 50 a night. Dude, he's playing his role, but he's a great shooter and one that they've needed next to De'Aaron Fox. Keegan Murray, I'm not really keeping up with Keegan Murray just because Paulo's going to be Rookie of the Year, but no, I mean for a rookie, he looks great. What he's averaging 11 points per game. Uh, 11 points. He's averaging 4 assists. He's averaging how many rebounds? And he's averaging 3 rebounds. He's averaging good rookie numbers. So obviously he's being a big part of the team. But two, I really thought Sabonis and Fox was never gonna work. I
yeah,
truly believe because they both suck on offense. I'm offense. They both suck on defense, right? De'Aaron Fox, he shows a little more effort, but every now and then he loses his step or he loses his man or he just gets mismatched, right? Totally normal, and his back hurts from carrying the team on offense. But I mean, overall, these two they begin to mesh well, and it's probably because of what you said. They stopped running pick and rolls, so now it's a whole more team-oriented type of play, which has been why they've been able to have higher offensive numbers, like amazing offensive numbers.
Mm.
Now, the biggest thing that they do need to work on is their defense because when I look at Prize Picks and I see, Joel Embiid is gonna play against the Sacramento Kings. Oh, I'm gonna put over on Joel
Over,
Embiid
yeah.
over every time just because their defense isn't good, right?
Yeah. But I mean,
They're
if
getting
they're
better.
scoring, if they're scoring 153 points on the Nets, though, that's
Exactly.
why they're not focusing
Exactly.
on it.
Exactly. So that's one thing. Their defense, they got to clamp up a little bit, but they are, bro, on offense, they're insane.
Yeah.
And most of their games, they like. Let me look at the Sacramento Kings recent games. Now I'm gonna look it up, and it's gonna be like 5 games, 90 points. All right, Sacramento Kings, right?
While you
So if we
look,
look through,
oh, you
yeah,
already got it. Never mind. I was about to say while
yeah,
you
I
look
just
that
pulled it
up.
up right now. So look, check this out. Sacramento Kings versus the Pistons, 122-113. Kings versus Raptors, 124-123. Sixers versus Kings, 123-103. Let's see how much Joel Embiid dropped on them. Joel Embiid dropped 31 points on the Kings.
Yeah.
They played the Knicks. They scored under 100 against the Bucks, 126-113. So as you can see, if they're not scoring the ball, then they're gonna give up a lot of points.
Yeah.
So they're such a young team that they're still trying to figure each other out. But where they're at now is way better than what we all expected.
Yeah.
Like it really is.
And they made a lot of moves that sort of went under the radar because like so many people got traded this past season that people were paying attention to like the big names, and they were also paying attention to like DeAndre Ayton hasn't re-signed yet, KD hasn't re-signed yet,
Yep.
what's happening? And sort of in like all that confusion, the Kings actually made like a lot of moves that people like weren't paying attention to. Like they picked
Kevin
up
Huerter.
I was going to say they picked up Kevin Huerter, like and that's something that like I think people aren't recognizing is like
Yep.
the Kings besides like Sabonis and De'Aaron don't have like crazy superstars, and even then like
No.
I don't think De'Aaron or Sabonis are all-stars. Um
Whoa, hot take.
no, I mean like they haven't been I don't think they've been voted as all-stars before
Oh,
like
okay, I got you. I got you.
um
Sabonis has, but in the East.
yeah. Um but like that's sort of I think something else that makes them really good and their ball movement really good is like you look at these other teams, and like I think I said this in the video as well, is like you look at Giannis, and like if you're playing the Bucks, the defensive strategy is all right, we got to clamp up Giannis. You play the 76ers, the defensive plan is clamp up Embiid, right? You play the Nuggets, it's go for Jokic. The
Yep.
the Kings have like a deep bench that's not like crazy. It's just every single person on their team is like pretty decent. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So it's not like
And they can
one
contribute.
like yeah, it's not like anybody on the team is like super crazy, but because nobody on the team is like super crazy, it also means nobody on the team is like really bad either. Like
Yeah.
with the Bucks, like if I were to put it like this is a weird analogy, but like let's put it in like 2K ratings to like
Okay.
make it more sense, right? Let's say like Giannis, Drew Holiday, and Middleton are all like 96s, 97s, right? Like Giannis
Yeah.
probably like a 98, 99, right? So like
Okay.
you have those three players that are like high
Stars.
90s, you know.
Yeah.
But then you have like people like Bobby Portis that kind of like go a little lower, probably like in the
Yeah.
80s, and then like you have like the people on the bench that like nobody cares about. Like you have Giannis's brother who like Dennis is pretty good, but he's probably like a 77, like 75,
Yeah.
and
Not
then
even.
yeah, like you probably get into like some 60 range there, and stuff like that. Like, and then like the same thing, you look at the Nuggets, like Jokic is like a 98, 99, but then you got
Yep.
like Michael Porter Jr., who's like like high 80s, low 90s, maybe mid 80s, something like that.
Yep.
But then you look at the Kings, right? And the
Yeah.
Kings, like, they don't have like any like 95 to 99 players, but everyone there is like a solid like even 80 across the board, I would say.
Okay.
Like 80,
I got
80,
you.
80, 80, 80, 80,
Yeah.
80, 80. You know what I mean? So it's like they can put
Yeah.
anybody in and they're going to do their job because it's like De'Aaron and Sabonis are a bit higher. Like they're probably like 85 to 87. But like
Yeah.
Kevin Herter, like the rest of the bench and like everything like that, it's like everybody is like just like clean 80 across the board. And so you don't
Yeah.
have anybody that's like 74, like 68. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's sort of like my take. And to put it in like better analogy is like, you have these teams that have crazy all-star like generation
Yeah.
talents, but then they have like their shit bench,
I got you. I got you. So do they remind you of like the 2015 Hawks? You know what I'm talking about, or no?
I don't know much about the 2015 Hawks, I'm gonna be honest.
2015 Hawks. That was the year that they went to the Eastern Conference Finals and got swept by LeBron James.
Oh, okay.
This team won 60 games without having a superstar player.
Yeah.
So is it possible to win without a top 5 player? It most definitely is.
Yeah.
And that's basically the Kings formula right now.
Yeah, and that's a video that at this point has been made like a ton of times. Like I made a video on it.
Oh yeah.
Where I said like super teams are dying because it's like
Most definitely.
you're putting like so much money into like these two players, and it's like we see it with KD. We see it with KD now, and like the last couple of years, where it's like, oh,
Yes.
we got KD and Kyrie, we're gonna dominate, and then KD and Kyrie are injured half the fucking season, and then you
First
don't
round exit.
like, yeah, because KD and Kyrie get injured, and it's like.
Yeah.
Besides KD and Kyrie, you don't have anybody else. You have Seth Curry, not Steph Curry, his brother, but
Unless who was it? Dang, I forgot. The Nets played a game without anybody and they still won. I forgot against who it was.
they played against the Pacers. And
Yeah.
I actually wanted to see that game because I thought the Pacers were gonna fucking blow out. Like I saw memes about that on Twitter where I saw the notification on Twitter where it said they're playing. They're like Seth Curry was injured, Ben Simmons was injured, Kyrie was injured, KD was injured. Literally their entire starting five was injured. Plus, like, 4 people on their bench were injured. It was literally, like, 9 players were injured. And then, like, and then people were posting, like, pictures of, like, the Kings, or, I mean, the Pacers and stuff like that. Like, I forgot who the Pacers, like, number 1 guy is.
Tyrese?
I think, maybe. They were saying... I forget who they were saying, but it's probably Tyrese. Where it was like the caption was Tyree tonight versus the Nets, and it was a screenshot of Kobe's 80-point game stats, where it was like Kobe had like 81 points, and so that's what I was expecting. I was expecting them to just play like a G League team, and somehow they ended up winning. So
yeah, I was like, oh look, they're gonna win, and then nope.
Yeah, I bet a lot of people that bet lost money that day.
Dude, for real. They probably put all the overs on Tyrese.
Yeah, exactly.
On all of them.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
We kind of talked about it. Like we brought up All-Star a little bit. All-Star voting is coming up in a little bit. You got any thoughts in mind on your All-Star voting?
Paulo Banchero. No. Okay, but. No, I mean, I haven't. Let me think. Obviously, you're gonna get the same guys, but I really don't know who I would take out to swap. I mean, maybe you drop Fred VanVleet from All-Star voting. Was Fred VanVleet an All-Star last year? I can't remember.
I don't know if he was an All-Star, but I know he has been before. I think he was an All-Star the year that Kawhi won the championship for sure.
Okay, yeah, most likely. But, I mean, I don't really know any guys that you take out of the All-Star team to swap in. I can't say DeJounte Murray.
I'll say a hot take right now.
Since you
said I don't know who to take. I know it's not going to come to fruition because obviously, like, views and ratings and everything.
Okay.
don't make LeBron the captain this year.
Well, I mean, what's LeBron averaging? Do we know? I
Not
should
good,
probably
I'll tell you that.
know. For real?
I think
I mean,
he's still in the 20s, but I mean it's his 20th year, man. He's like, the Lakers aren't doing great right now, and I know like people will
yeah.
say that's because of like Westbrook and
Those
AD.
fan votes, bro.
But it's like
Those
I
fan
know that's what I'm
votes.
saying. Like I know that's why I said I know it's not gonna happen because of like media attention and everything.
Yeah.
But
If
LeBron
we're
just
being realistic,
LeBron just ain't the same guy that he used to be.
no.
It's like I know everybody, like the people that like the Lakers, the people that like LeBron are like, "Oh my god, LeBron's still playing in year 20. Like he's such the longevity goat. He's still playing in
Yeah,
year 20."
it's
But look at watch the games first for the eye test, and then also
yeah,
look at his stats.
yeah.
Age is affecting him, man. Cuz in the
It is.
if you look at the eye test, he's airballed shots, he's missed open dunks, and his stats have decreased. And
And a lot of games, he's shooting threes too. Remember that?
yeah, like he's just not doing that great right now. Like I'm just keeping it real. Like, and I know people again, like every single I'm gonna stop saying people are going to say this is because of bias, but I
Yeah.
preface that with every single thing because like I know people are gonna say it, but at this point I'm gonna stop
Yeah,
saying
yeah.
that because again,
Yeah.
everything I say people are gonna say, well, that's because you're biased. So
Because you're a Spurs fan.
yeah, but god damn, dude,
I
like
mean,
he's just like, yes, you can still say LeBron is an all-star. Because
yeah.
LeBron is
And
fucking
he's,
LeBron.
Yeah, he's gonna get.
But
he's gonna
is he the greatest person in the West right now whenever it comes to All-Stars and you split the league down the middle and you say, we need an All-Star West captain. Who is the best person in the West? It is not LeBron. Simple as that. You could have Curry as the captain. I'd be accepting of
It
that.
can be Curry. Curry has the stats for it.
Curry's been
or
captain
Jokic.
before as well. That's the thing.
Yeah,
Curry and they've been doing this weird thing. I'm honestly not a fan of it. It used to
What?
be that the All-Star game, like I said, was split down the middle, right? You had the West versus the East. And that was like the big like thing of like which side is the most dominant, East versus West. Now I think it's pretty obvious because like the fucking East is like,
Oh yeah.
the East
By
is
far.
yeah, but like it used to be like a show of like, all right, we're taking the best people from the East, we're taking the best people from
Yeah.
the West. Which side of the like which conference is the best? And now they threw all that out the fucking window, and they're like team Curry versus team LeBron, like team
Yeah.
Cade versus team LeBron. We got like this
Yeah.
weird captain bullshit going on.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
like
it is a little
drafting,
weird.
and it's like I'd rather just have it to where it's East West, like,
Okay, I got
and
you.
rather than like this weird mix we got going on, like, like James Harden like wasn't drafted by KD because of the trade stuff,
Yeah, he was.
but he was in the East, but he
Yeah.
played on LeBron, who was the West team,
Yeah, the West captain,
like.
LeBron and Curry.
You know
That
what I
was the-
mean? Like, and so it's weird to me. I'd rather just have it be East versus West. But
No, I get what you mean too.
yeah, like
And especially now, bro, the East would dominate the West.
yeah, exactly. Like the East would fucking go. Imagine, bro. Like they say. Imagine if they said two. Imagine if they said fuck positions. Like imagine,
Yo,
like
fact, bro.
in voting, like you have to have a person per position. Like you have to vote a point guard, you have to vote a shooting guard, like
Yeah.
and so on. Imagine if they said fuck positions, and it was a team of Giannis, Jokic, Embiid, and then two guards. Like Jesus
be
Christ.
ridiculous.
Oh, you can fucking have Tatum in there too, cause
Facts.
Tatum is in the MVP race right now, which honestly,
Yeah, he is.
like I don't
Top
know,
five.
yeah, I don't know how much I agree with that. Like, which
No.
I'll bring up later. Yeah, but like
Okay.
you could have everybody that's in MVP voting right now, besides Luka, because Luka is in the West, I believe, because he's Dallas.
Yeah.
So like you could have everybody in the MVP race
Yeah.
on the starting five if you said fuck positions, because every single one of them plays power forward and center right now.
Yeah. Literally.
Like,
Literally. It's the most dominant positions.
like yeah.
Now, I will say, the one guy that I do have making his first All-Star team this year is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Mm-hmm.
There's no doubt in anybody's mind if he should be in there or not. He's an All-Star.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be my biggest All-Star prediction. Where it's like this would be his first All-Star team. This would be
Yeah.
his first All-Star game. I definitely wholeheartedly agree with that. Unless has he already been an All-Star? No.
I don't think so, because I think I saw people sort of making the same point as you, like, oh, this could be his
Right?
first year. He's an all-star, like everything. Um, what do you think? This is a question that just came to mind. I don't have it written down or anything.
What's up?
With all the drama that's facing Harden, but also all the
Okay.
good that Westbrook is doing off the bench, do you see
Okay.
either Westbrook getting voted All-Star this year or Harden losing All-Star this year?
I don't think Westbrook gets voted in, right? Because, I mean, bench players don't make the All-Star team.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. And then Harden losing it. Let me see what Harden is averaging. So the thing with Westbrook, right? The thing with Westbrook is, yeah, he's good coming off the bench, but the standards that we have for Westbrook is not how Westbrook is playing right now, right?
Mm.
Which isn't his fault. It's just normal. You decline over the seasons, but with the way that the Lakers are going, with the way that their whole team dynamic is, and with the way that it's just every little thing is a huge inconvenience with the Lakers.
Mm.
Every little thing is reported traumatically. Westbrook, I don't really think he has the stats to back it up. He doesn't have. Maybe he will because the West isn't as stacked, but I don't think he makes an All-Star team because. Well, now
AD's
Anthony
also.
Davis
I was
can't
about
make
to
it.
say, like you literally just said it. Anthony Davis is injured right now, so Westbrook could make more
Yeah,
of
for
a.
a month.
Yeah, Westbrook could make more like highlights type plays now.
For sure.
Get more eyes on him, and that could sway some people a little bit. But you know what I just thought of? It'd be
What?
be really interesting. Sort of stir the pot a little bit, right?
Oh God.
We were just talking about Cade and Harden, and we were just talking about like
Mhm.
the whole draft bullshit and everything like that. What if
Yeah.
Westbrook becomes an all-star, right? But LeBron knows how bad that Westbrook plays when he plays with LeBron. So what if Westbrook gets drafted against LeBron in the All-Star game and fucking goes off against LeBron or something, and then like
I
that
doubt.
card.
I doubt that'll happen.
I know it won't, but like in my head, I'm like concocting like this evil scheme of like, whoa, it's gonna be some nice Lakers drama.
You know, Westbrook didn't make the All-Star game last year, right?
Yeah.
So, I doubt he'll even be there again. Harden, he will be there again.
Yeah. So
That's
anyone I know from the East, I easily got my picks like freaking Giannis, like all that, like and like
Yeah.
the West, I'm gonna choose like Luka for point guard, and all
the
that.
West is a little easier.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna vote for LeBron, to be honest. Like, I
I don't really care to. He's gonna make it regardless.
I was gonna say like my vote in the sea of like 20 million or whatever that vote for him, it's not gonna matter. But yeah.
He's still gonna lead the NBA in votes.
Yeah.
It's no matter what you do.
Speaking of like All-Star and awards though, what do you think of like the new player glass awards? Like personally, I fucking hate them.
You hate them?
Yeah, like the Michael Jordan award and like the Jerry
Let
West
me look
award
at them
and
real
all that.
quick. Oh, you hate the names that they name it after players?
I hate both.
Or-
I hate the new.
Or do you hate how they look?
I hate both. I hate how they look and I hate the name for them.
All right. So I'm looking at the MVP award. I mean, they can't just put the Jumpman, obviously.
Yeah.
But I love how it is Michael Jordan, because Michael Jordan is the greatest of all time.
Yeah. I think it should have been the Bill
So
Russell award though. Like if I hate one that they gave it names, and two, if they give it names,
why do you hate the names?
they need better names.
Why do you hate the names?
I personally, I like to me the title means more whenever it's like not somebody else's name. Like I like being I like being able to to say like this person has the MVP award, the most valuable player award, not saying oh this person won the Michael Jordan award. You know what I mean?
Okay, but people aren't gonna say that. They're not gonna say that. That's like we say, oh, this guy won Finals MVP. We're not saying he won Bill Russell MVP of the Finals.
I know, but still, it's like it means more to me whenever they're like, this guy is the defensive player of the year. This guy is the most valuable player, not like, this guy is the Michael Jordan award winner this year. You know what I mean? It's it's a different vibe, you know? Cuz Adam Silver whenever they present the awards, they have to say what the award's called. And so if
he will say it too.
Yeah, so if you look at 5 years from now or something, right? You try and look up freaking you're gonna laugh at me saying it, but if you look up 2022 to 2023 Giannis MVP award, right?
Okay.
In the YouTube video, I thought you were gonna laugh about me predicting that it's Giannis, but
a little bit.
But whenever they present the award, they aren't gonna say Giannis Antetokounmpo 2023 MVP. They're gonna say Giannis Antetokounmpo 2023 Michael Jordan award winner, and it's like
okay.
It doesn't hit the same, bro. Like,
look,
you know what I mean?
I got you. The one thing I don't like about it is how they use people's names from the 70s.
Yeah.
Totally irrelevant people like John Havlicek, Rookie of the Year. I mean, John Havlicek. No one that's just a name that they're trying look, rest in peace to the guy, but that's just a name that they're trying to keep relevant. I mean, how do you even give Rookie of the Year a name? Because you can only win it one time unless you're Ben Simmons. But now let's say George Mikan.
See, the Rookie of the Year one, I think that one should have been either the Michael Jordan award or the Wilt Chamberlain award or something.
Wilt Chamberlain would have been cool. Is there a Wilt Chamberlain award?
I don't think so.
I think NBA Legends Wilt Chamberlain Rookie of the Year. Oh yeah, so there you go.
Yeah.
John Havlicek Sixth Man of the Year.
Oh, okay. So that's what it was.
I mean,
you said Rookie of the Year for the.
Yeah, I got it.
That's why I was confused as well because you said it that way. But
the John Havlicek one. I mean, there's better.
I got a hot take.
Of the years.
I got a hot take for the sixth man. The
should have been Jamal Crawford.
The Manu Ginobili Award.
Yes, see what I mean, bro? You think sixth man, you're not thinking John Havlicek.
Yeah.
You're thinking Jamal Crawford, Manu Ginobili, Lou Will.
Again, people are going to say I'm biased, but fucking Manu Ginobili was so good as a sixth man, he put up fucking starting five stats, you know?
Yeah, it's literally true.
Yeah. The MVP award, who would I put as MVP? Bill Russell.
I don't know.
That should have been the Bill Russell award because Bill Russell has more MVPs in general, and I know you
really?
And I actually have the opposite take of you, which doesn't happen very often. I like when they have older names. I would rather have a Bill Russell MVP than a Michael Jordan MVP. Because I think it's putting respect on the generations that came before you. And Bill Russell, again, has more MVPs anyway. Bill Russell just died. It would have hit 3 check marks, you know? So I would have put Bill Russell MVP. We just talked about six man. We talked about Rookie of the Year.
Man,
Rookie of the Year.
Havlicek.
Yeah, Rookie of the Year, Wilt Chamberlain I can live with because that's who I would have picked. What are the other ones?
Yeah. We got Defensive Player of the Year, which is Hakeem Olajuwon. I agree with that.
I agree with that one.
I
Hakeem,
agree with that.
yeah, Hakeem I can deal with.
George Mikan, Most Improved Player. I mean,
I don't know who that is. Like,
I don't see how you can put a name on that award. That's one of those awards you can only win one time.
yeah,
So it's like, I mean, who really had the biggest, most improved season?
yeah,
I don't know. We don't really care.
yeah.
And then we have a brand new one, which is the Clutch Award, which is the Jerry West Award, which makes sense.
Yeah.
Jerry, I mean,
I
Mr.
saw
Clutch
I saw a lot of people hating on that because they were like Jerry West
on
is
the Clutch
art.
Award.
Yeah, because they were like Jerry West is already the logo. He shouldn't have something else, and they were like they should make it the Damian Lillard Award. And I was like, Damian Lillard is literally still playing. They can't.
I know he's still in the NBA.
Like they can't name the award after him when the man is still active.
If they really wanted to give it to someone, you just name it after Robert Horry. Boom, done.
Yeah, but I think
or Kobe.
I
that could have been a Kobe Award.
That could have been Kobe O'Brien or Kobe Bryant Award. I almost said Kobe O'Brien.
Kobe O'Brien.
Speaking of MVP though,
what's up?
There's a lot of rumors going around about Jokic winning a third MVP. What do you think?
Man, I don't know.
I personally don't think it's gonna happen.
Last night's game was I shouldn't say last night. December 18th, Sunday night was Jokic's bro. What was it? 40 points, 27 rebounds?
I don't know. I didn't watch it. But I saw Tatum in the last couple ladders they've made. Tatum has been in the first place. And I don't agree with that
either. Has he really?
Yeah, Tatum has been number one. Tatum is not MVP.
I guess his team's record is what's holding him up there. That has to be one of the main reasons for it. MVP is just weird this year because a lot of the top guys don't have top records.
Yeah.
So Steph Curry's having one of the greatest seasons of his career, and his team is under 500. So it's like, and he's gonna be out for a month now. I think Steph Curry,
which sucks because I have him on my fucking fantasy team.
Man, that's horrible.
Dude, I literally I lost so bad last week because I have so many Warriors and Bucks players, and then Drew Holiday was out, Giannis was out, Chris Middleton was out, Steph Curry was out, Draymond was out. Oh, and we also have negative points for ejections and fouls, and Draymond had that big tech fight he got into. I had a negative 20 with Draymond that night.
He had a bad day. So looking at it right now, Nikola Jokic is number one. Right? Yeah. Rightfully so. I mean, his team is 18-11. The people after him is Luka. Luka can't win it because he doesn't have the record for it, right? I mean, last year, they gave it to Jokic with a mid record. Jokic had one of the greatest NBA seasons ever, right? We literally discussed it. He had one of the greatest seasons ever, and then they just gave it to him, right? Yeah. There's always those exceptions, like Russell Westbrook winning it as like the 6th seed. There's always an exception. And then look, we're gonna look at so right now the dudes closest to Nikola Jokic record-wise, right? Giannis 21-8, right? But Giannis, he doesn't have the stats. He has more points, but he doesn't have like advanced analytics like Jokic does right now. Jason Tatum, same thing. They're all having like the same deal. Obviously, the MVP award is favoring more big men who can dribble the ball, right? It's the same thing as the Rookie of the Year award. These awards are starting to favor dudes who are big, can create their own shot, create for others, and rebound the ball, right? Yeah. That's what these awards are leaning to. And Jokic, Giannis are literally the top three guys, and that's what they do all game. I mean, Jokic, that's the guy I would give it to right now. If we're talking about right now, Jokic wins it. At the end of the season, I can see Jason Tatum or Giannis winning it. I gotta be honest. Jason Tatum, I think he can win the MVP award.
I personally don't put Tatum like in my MVP. I really want Giannis to win it because Giannis right now is like my favorite player, and I feel like he is like one of the most valuable players in the league. Same. I also did make a tweet like and I think I talked about this tweet in a previous episode. If not, then I'm going to talk about it now. But I know I brought it up in the group chat, and in the group chat, you were like really hype about it. I said, I think I'm trying to remember like my word for word.
Yeah.
But I think it was something like, respectfully, if Luka doesn't win MVP in the next 3 to 5 years, throw the award away. Like, Luka is one. Like, you know what I mean?
I get exactly what you mean. His team just sucks.
I know his team is doing bad, but it's called.
They're holding him back.
It's called the. I made a video on this as well, talking about like who is the actual MVP if we take away the team's record, right?
It would be Luka.
Like, yeah, because it's called the most valuable player, right? If we take one person away from a team, whose team has the most drastic drop, and it would be taking either Giannis away from the Bucks drop, or
even then they're still a good team.
They still have Drew Holiday and Middleton, but yeah, and then Jokic. You know, you take Jokic away from the Nuggets, and they're like the 12th seed.
Okay.
Or Dallas, like Dallas is already like doing like, you know, like you said, like their record isn't great right now. But take Luka away from Dallas, nobody scores like more than 15 points on that team. Like, you know what I mean?
Only Kemba Walker.
Yeah. So it's like they would be like not only would they be the 15th seed, they'd be like that team that's like freaking 15 and what's 82 minus 15? 67?
15.
Yeah.
I think I suck at math, bro. I don't take college math classes.
I'm a STEM major, so I can do that math in my head.
Yeah, you have fun with that.
It would be like they would be the 15th seed, and they would be like that team that's the 15th seed at like 15 and 67.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, you know what I mean? So
most likely, bro.
That's why I put like Luka like up there in the MVP, because it's like, I saw like another really good tweet about that where it said like it's somebody screenshotted like Luka's stats and like the rest of the team's stats or something like that, and it was like it was like everybody says get Luka's or everybody says that Luka's a ball hog. Well, let's look at what happens when Luka doesn't have the ball. It's like the team's just shit. Like, it's literally like without Shaq, Kobe and the Lakers.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, pretty much.
Like everybody complained that like Kobe was a ball hog, but it was like it's fucking Kobe. Like, who else is there? Like, you know,
no one else there.
Yeah. Speaking of like awards and stuff like that, this is gonna be we're already like over an hour, so I'll try and cut some stuff that I have on my list if you gotta be somewhere.
All right.
I made a video that literally just dropped. It is December 19th, so it dropped literally like an hour and a half ago because I scheduled it for Monday. I know it's gonna be a controversial video, but it's something I stand by. It's a hot take. Scoring records.
And that is?
Scoring records don't mean anything anymore.
Nope, they don't.
Okay, so you agree.
I agree completely. I agree. It's pointless. It's like the NCAA one. And you've seen the one in college where dude leads the whole nation in scoring.
Yeah.
And what does he have to show for it?
Yeah.
10 wins? It's like
my big point was like the difference in the games. Like I talked about like Russell Westbrook broke the triple-double record, but Oscar Robertson is still the best triple-double person.
Okay.
Like that was sort of my take. And so I talked about that like a little bit more. And this is where even like the more hot take comes in. I know people are going to hate. Brace yourself, Jxremmy.
Okay. I got my name right.
I know, I knew you were going to point that out. If LeBron passes Kareem in points, does it really matter? Like, does it matter?
In terms of
like
overall greatness?
Just like I don't like the scoring. I know everybody's gonna be like, "Oh my God, LeBron! He scored the most points in NBA history. Like he's amazing." It's like, but it's points. Like back when
He
Kareem,
won't be better than Jordan.
yeah, I was like back when Kareem played, teams scored 95 points a night. Now you have the fucking Kings scoring 153. So that's why to me, scoring records like you can be the best.
I get what you mean.
Like you can be the best at points, but your points aren't the same. So Kareem,
Okay, I got you now.
Kareem may not have the scoring record. I'll put it like this: Kareem may not have the scoring record in terms of numbers, but he's still the scoring leader.
Okay, I got you.
You know, just the same way I said with Russell Westbrook. Russell Westbrook has the triple-double record, but Oscar Robertson is the triple-double leader.
Just because it was that much harder to get it back then than it is now.
Exactly. And I know that's a hot take because people are gonna be like, "You're just hating on LeBron's greatness." And,
no, for sure. Yeah, for sure. And LeBron has played more seasons too.
Yeah, and like that's the whole thing with like longevity because like people are like, "Well, Kareem only played 19 seasons. LeBron's playing 20," and I was like, "But like, look at LeBron's 20th season. We talked about it earlier. Like LeBron decided to play one more season than Kareem, and it's costing him." You know,
it is.
So, any take on that? Like the scoring records, it's to me they're meaningless at this point, and I know people are still gonna try and hold a candle to it, but they don't matter to me anymore.
I mean, is it impressive? It is impressive that a guy can go out there and drop 35 points a night and do it for 82 games. But the thing is, it's like that doesn't always mean that they're winning games. Bradley Beal can win a scoring title. And the Wizards are gonna be out of the playoffs, right?
Yeah.
Because I think they're probably like in 10th place right now.
Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah, they are in 10th place. And it's like, yeah, scoring is cool, but it's like we see it everywhere. And it's like just because you yourself can score 40 points a night, it doesn't really translate into your team winning because maybe you scored 35, but you're giving up 35 yourself.
Yeah.
So it's like,
I mean, think of
like more things more valuable.
We literally saw it like the past couple finals where it was like I personally said that I wasn't gonna watch the. I said I refused to watch the Boston Warriors finals, and I did end up watching like one or two games, but I was like I refused to watch it. And everybody was like, why? Like, you run a basketball podcast, you love basketball, you're not going to watch the fucking NBA finals? And I was like, no, because I know exactly what it's going to be. And they were like, what do you mean? I was like, it's going to be a fucking 3-point contest, and I don't want us to watch that.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to watch the 3-point contest. I want to watch fucking defense in the finals. I want to watch teams being strategic versus each other. I don't want to fucking see Tatum and Curry going shot for shot with each other, which is exactly what that fucking finals was.
That's that Spurs basketball.
But like what was I saying? Oh yeah, and like we saw it in the controversial like Nets versus Bucks series.
Yeah.
Like KD was scoring 41, but Giannis was also scoring 41. So, you know, it was like again, like that was a good series because they were playing defense on each other, so it was actually competitive. But just like you said, you're scoring 41, but you're giving up 41, so you're evening each other out, you know.
Exactly.
And
so then it's just more of like
you're just relying on your teammates at that point because you're literally evening each other out. But yeah, I was gonna talk a little bit about like some other teams. Like the Cavs have been doing really great. I said they were a contender last year before they even got Donovan Mitchell. I was gonna talk about the Hawks a little bit because I was gonna rebound. I had the Hawks written down already, but I was gonna rebound off the point you made with De'Aaron Fox and stuff about why their offense didn't work. I think it's the same thing with DeJounte and Trae Young.
Too many guards.
Yeah, like DeJounte has good defense, so they brought a needed defense to the Hawks, but they don't know how to like play off each other that much yet, or like share the ball and like too many guards. As well as the Hawks are missing a lot of height right now, especially after they're trying to get rid of what's his name, John Collins. Uh,
Yeah, they're trying to trade him away.
which is
They
like,
got Clint Capella, but he's injured.
yeah. Um, so like the Hawks are doing bad for that reason. Um, the Timberwolves have been doing bad with Rudy Gobert for whatever reason.
Yeah,
I think it's just sort of the same issue,
horrible.
but I think it's the same issue, but in reverse of the guards. Like they got a bunch of big men now, so it's like
Mhm.
they're fighting their own teammates for like rebounds and stuff
Yeah,
like that. Like Anthony Edwards and Rudy Gobert both go up for a rebound. They're gonna bounce it off each other's hand and
and
stuff.
Carl Anthony Towns.
Yeah, like they're gonna bounce it
You
off each
saw that
other's
one
hand.
stat. Saw that one stat of Carl Anthony Towns that the Timberwolves lose and win as many games with and without him.
Really?
Yeah, like
Nice.
with him, they're mid. Without him, they're still mid. This makes
um,
no sense.
we talked about the Warriors a little bit. Like the Warriors, for
Yep.
whatever reason, are just like not doing well. I saw they're like 2-12
No.
on the road or something. Like
Yeah, they're doing
they're
horrible.
losing all their away games, which is interesting. I talked about so we can talk about like these two teams because I really want to talk about these two teams, and then we'll end it there.
Okay.
I talked about the Heat last episode, so I want to get your take on it. But the Heat have been doing really bad, and I think it's because of Tyler Hero's addition to the starting lineup, and it's for the exact same reason we talked about with the Hawks and the Kings, where
Okay.
Tyler Hero is just too much for the starting lineup. He needs to be the sixth man again because
Okay.
he's taking away touches from everybody else because with him in the starting lineup, his stats are up, but Jimmy Butler's stats are down. Kyle Lowry's stats are down. Bam Adebayo's stats are
Okay.
down, while Tyler Hero's are going up. So I think
Okay.
put Tyler Hero back on the bench and you fix the problem.
Okay. I mean, I see where you're coming from with it, but one other thing about the Heat is the Heat don't have a clear direction of what the hell do they want to do. They're like in the same situation as the Warriors without Stephen Curry. It's like, are we trying to be a young team or are we trying to be an older team, right? Because I mean, I get you want you Dan. I get you want Udonis Haslam on your team,
Mm-hmm.
right? As an older veteran presence, but it's like, bro, you could literally give up that roster spot to a young guy that could come in and then actually be a great player. So my biggest thing with the Heat right now is that they don't have like a clear like motive, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's like I get maybe you want to have some older guys with two or three young guys, and then develop the young guys, and then they take over eventually, right? Doing it with Bam, with Tyler Hero, and it's like what you said with Tyler Hero. Tyler Hero, he's just not meshing well with the starting lineup. Jimmy Butler, Kyle Lowry need the ball in their hands, right? Especially
Mm-hmm.
Jimmy Butler, right? We know Jimmy Butler. He's one of their main playmakers, one of their main go-to guys, especially in the clutch as well, right? And now obviously they're still going to share the court together, but having Tyler Hero in a more defined six-man role only benefits him and Jimmy Butler more because they have less time together playing on the court, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then Jimmy Butler, he's having a fine season, right?
Yeah.
I hate the Heat, so but
Oh yeah, you
he's
don't
have
like Miami, so
I hate Miami. So he's having a fine season, which I love to see. Kyle Lowry, though. Kyle Lowry is everything that the Miami Heat did not expect, right? He's like one of the most mid players out there. And he's just that man's just doing cardio with his big old booty, bro. So it's like so the they're just like lack of direction and it's just Duncan Robinson's having a bad year, right? His shooting numbers are down. Bam Adebayo, he's just Bam Adebayo. I mean, it's just I don't
yeah,
know, man. The Heat, they're just they've been mid, right? I guess that's
yeah,
my biggest complaint. They've just been average, and it's just like they need to pick a side and stick to it. Are we gonna go more younger or are we gonna go older? And then it's just they're stuck in between, just like the Warriors are with that same
yeah.
situation. And it's just like, all right, let's pick a side now.
All right, I think so. My next team, I feel like you could say something similar about. CJ, friend of both of ours, actually made a
Yep.
video asking if the Chicago Bulls should just do a
Yes.
complete rebuild. So like the Chicago Bulls, like even though they had DeRozan like go off like last season and everything, they're not doing
Yep.
too great right now. So what's up with
No.
that?
Okay, so I am okay. So the three teams in the NBA that I follow for diehard are the Magic, right?
Mm-hmm.
The Rockets. Those are my two bad teams that I love watching. And then the Warriors and the Bulls. Why do I keep up with the Bulls? I watch as many Bulls games as I can just because they got Nikola Vucevic and we have their picks. So I want the Bulls to suck. I want them to do horrible. So I always check in to make sure that they're doing horrible, right? So Bulls fans, right? Lonzo Ball has been injured for God knows how long. A report came out. I even follow Bulls reporters, bro. That's how serious I am about the Chicago stuff. So Lonzo Ball has been injured for what, the whole season? He hasn't even played a single game yet.
He's turning into Klay
Reports were,
Thompson, bro.
reports were coming in that he still can't run
Yeah.
without feeling pain, right? So we're already about to hit Christmas, January, and then it's like I'm a Magic fan, so I know what these reports are, bro. I Jonathan Isaac is on my team, right? Like, let me remind you.
Yeah.
Have you heard that name? You probably haven't in years, right? So when I see reports like this, it's concerning because, okay, I get it. He's one of your most valuable pieces, but if you actually watch Bulls games, right? Lonzo Ball is not going to come in and change this team night and day, right? Your starting lineup is a point guard, which I don't know who the hell they start at point guard. I mean, Ayo Dunsumu, right? That's usually their starter at point guard. Ayo is not a
Yeah.
starting point guard in the NBA. He's a bench player. I'm not saying Ayo sucks. I'm just saying that Ayo's role would be better coming off the bench just because of what he does, right?
Yeah.
So, excuse me. So this team, right? Ayo, Zach LaVine, DeMar DeRozan, a power forward. I don't know who their starting power forward is half the time either. Uh, I don't think it's Patrick Williams. Patrick Williams is in a very weird dynamic right now. And then Nikola Vucevic, right?
Mm-hmm.
Already no type of defense. Their only defense is coming in from Javonte Green, Alex Caruso, and Ayo, right? Those are the only three guys that play defense on that Bulls team.
Yeah.
And maybe I'm forgetting like some deep bench guy. But dude, the Bulls they need to blow it up, bro. That team, you watch them play and it pisses me off just because they're so like nonchalant about the whole game. Like, you would think they're up by 30 points watching them play basketball. The only guy that actually tries half the time is like the three that I named, the three that actually play defense. Vucevic, from the moment they made the Vucevic trade, I said this trade is horrible.
Mm.
Why? Because is Vucevic an all-star? Yeah, he's an all-star. Well, he was in Orlando. He's an all-star. You know why? Because the team played through Vucevic. So we inflated his numbers a little bit, put him out there, and then someone bit and gave us 2 first-round picks, right?
Mm.
And Wendell Carter Jr. So the Bulls, their biggest thing right now is effort, right? So when a team has lack of effort, lack of that want to try, one guy is not going to come in here and change the whole dynamic of the game,
Mm-hmm.
right? The Bulls are on like, God knows how many losing. I think they've lost 7 of their last 10 games. Bro, it's a disaster when you watch that team play, and it's annoying because it's like they were literally the number 1 seed last year for what, 2 months maybe?
Yeah, they were doing really good. Like I said, like DeMar DeRozan almost tied MJ for like the most 30-point consistent games.
Yeah.
So,
bro, you know how insane that is? And now they're thinking about blowing it up, and they don't even have their pick this year?
yeah.
Oh, I love it. I love watching Chicago suffer.
Yeah,
but it's
man.
just like they rushed it so much, and then they rushed it to the point where it's like now you got Zach LaVine on a 5-year contract. Vucevic contract expires, so you're gonna get nothing for Vucevic.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna get barely anything for DeRozan, because is DeRozan great? Yeah, he's doing great, but it's like
he's an old veteran at this point.
Exactly. He's your main guy, so it's gonna be like the same way Vucevic was in Orlando. That's the main guy. He's gonna be the main scorer. He's gonna have the best stats on our team.
Mm.
And then, bro, and what makes no sense is they're a huge market team.
Yeah.
Like,
it's
ridiculous.
Yeah, it's weird. Like, and that's why That's like one reason I'm really hoping that we get Wembanyama as well, because that's been the meme with the Spurs for a while. That you were saying like if the Bulls don't have a pick, so if they
Yeah.
blow it up, they're sort of stagnant, and that's where the Spurs have
Yeah.
been for so long. Is like we keep making it to play in or playoffs, but we do bad, so we don't have a good pick, so we've been stagnant.
Yep.
And so then the Bulls
Yep.
get trapped in that where it's like, well, okay, we're gonna blow it up, but we have no picks.
Yep.
Um,
And we have no young talent.
yeah, so it's like, and it sucks being a Spurs fan sometimes, man, because like I was okay trading DeJounte because again I knew he wasn't gonna work out for the Hawks because there was too many guards, and I was happy getting the picks, but then I was like, fuck, we got rid of Primo. Like, who is our main guy now? Like, our main guy is fucking Keldon Johnson. Like, and I love Keldon, but like.
He's cool, but
like
it's not a.
He's like the he was either the 19th or like the 29th pick. Like we need another dude. We need another dude that's like in the top 10, if not the top 5 picks.
You guys need a scorer, man.
Yeah, we need somebody that's in like the top 5 picks, and so that's why I'm hoping we get Wembanyama. And if we don't get Wembanyama, we at least get whoever the second guy is, like Scotty Henderson or whatever his name is.
Scoot Henderson.
Yeah, Scoot Henderson.
Yeah, he's nice.
He's pretty good too.
He just doesn't have a shot. He just doesn't have a 3-point shot. But other than that, he's amazing.
But look at what we did for Kawhi, though. It doesn't matter if you don't come in with a 3-point shot.
Exactly. You can easily develop that.
If you look at there's like this really good website that has like notes that scouts had on like draft players and stuff like that, like before they were drafted. And all the scouts said, like, Kawhi has amazing defense, but he can't shoot. And now look at him.
Okay, yeah, and that's something easily fixable if you really can. Comes with time.
Yeah. So, anything else, man? We've already been going for an hour and a half, so.
I don't even know, man. All I can tell you is Paulo's going to win Rookie of the Year. It's not even a race at this point.
All right. Anything you want to shout out? Like, I know you got your channel, Jxremmy. Shout
out my channel.
Jxremmy on YouTube. He'll be in the description, all that good stuff. Do you want me to shout out your photography Instagram or no?
Yeah, you can put that one because I also post my YouTube videos on there, like the YouTube links and all that stuff.
Okay, so like Jeremy said at the beginning, he's got he does photography and all that, so he's got some photography stuff on his Instagram. It's like is it Jxremmy Photography or Jxremmy Productions?
Productions.
So Jxremmy Productions on Instagram, all that good stuff, as well as me.
Just posted today.
Yeah, as well as me on Instagram. It's just Nathan But Net on Instagram, like all that good stuff. I'm probably not gonna use Twitter anymore or TikTok anymore. I used to post on TikTok some of the clips from the podcast, but like it's just like I don't know if I'm going to do that anymore, just because I haven't been using TikTok as much. I feel like TikTok is starting to die a little bit. And also Twitter had the big thing that came out with where they said we're not gonna support any.
Oh, that's right.
Like Twitter, like I barely use Twitter to begin with, but they said like we're not going to support any other platforms now. So I don't know if I'm good. Yeah, and I know they said like it's not like YouTube and Twitch are fine. Like they said they're not going to do anything about YouTube and Twitch, but at the same time, it's like the only thing I post on Twitter is my Instagram and my YouTube stuff. So it's like if you subscribe to the YouTube and you follow the Instagram, you're not going to miss out on anything. So go subscribe, share the podcast around, all that good stuff. These are, if you're watching on YouTube, they're available on Spotify. If you're listening on Spotify, you can watch the video with our webcams on YouTube, all that good stuff. I think that's about it. Like I said, I know I didn't post that much in November, but at least we got an episode out in December. So, and then we got the Nathan But Net Best of 2022, and that's a wrap, folks. So
yes, sir. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year.
All right, Nathan But Net, episode 36.